We do. You know, it still looks a mess. It's stuck up there.
Oh, yeah. I've got a quiff, Kev.
I thought it was your horns growing out. I think we should have a chat today.
Why?
Well, it's getting towards the end of the year.
No, when people watch this video, Kev, I hope you've all had a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Wish everybody a good Christmas, Kev.
Happy Christmas.
Why are you waving?
Hello. They do that on telly.
Good.
And this will be going out New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah.
Hope you had a good New Year.
We're just on the run up to Christmas. Don't trip over that wire.
I won't, Kev.
It's a trip hazard. Go on.
I won't. So I think we're going to have a chat. We're going to predict what's going to happen for next year.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what has happened this
Get
year.
the crystal ball out.
Balls out, Kev.
Yeah.
You know I'm always right.
Yeah.
Tell you what's going to happen. And we're just going to have a little waffle. Thank you everybody for watching for this year.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll watch next year.
Yeah. And we'll discuss. Oh, we've got loads. We've got a load of questions to answer.
We've got questions as well.
Yeah, we've got all your questions that you've been sending us.
Shall we just waffle?
Yeah.
Let's waffle. Okay, so
Well,
we'll kick off. We'll kick off, and I'll give you a prediction of the most popular vans for next year.
Yeah. In our opinion.
Well, no, because I'm right anyway, Kev. You know we're right. Never wrong, are we?
No.
So the most popular van next year is going to carry on from this year. Because more and more people are camping.
Yep.
And getting into motorhoming and everything as well. But what gives the biggest market than anything else is the branded camper van.
Yeah, we've got Heimer there, we've got an Auto Trail there.
Yeah, this is an Auto Trail 2019 V-Line, this one. It doesn't really matter what van it is.
No.
Well, it's ever so nice in here, isn't it? What do you mean? So the camper van is the most popular recreational vehicle, I think, on the market. One is because it's an ideal starter van for people getting into the market, and it's branded. So what I mean by branded, it's made by Swift or Auto Trail or Heimer or any of the other well-known brands. And also, like we've just had a customer in as well that want to go from a big van to a small van,
Like I did.
like what you did. So Kev's going to explain why he went from a big A-class down to the camper van.
I found with the A-Class I wasn't using it as much as it should be used, because it's a bit of a faff taking a big van to some places where you've got your narrow roads, and I go to racetracks. I don't need a great big van. I mean, great if you're doing a lot of touring abroad, but no, I found a van, which I've gone through a van conversion, a lot easier to manoeuvre around the little tight roads, and you can get into car parks, and it's just more suitable. I've still got a good amount of storage. I've had to downsize on what I carry, but I found that half the stuff I was carrying I didn't need anyway. So as we speak, as you watch this, I will be away.
And where will you be, Kev?
I'll be in Stratford-on-Avon.
Oh, are you going to watch a bit of Shakespeare?
Shakespeare country, yeah.
And will you be going to the theatre?
No. There's a nice pub near it.
Are you stopping at the campsite?
Yeah. Dodwell Park, I think it's called. Yeah, Dodwell Park.
Okay.
Nice little site. I've stayed there before.
Yeah.
It's about just over a mile out of Stratford.
Oh, okay. Will you walk in?
I'll get the bus outside. There's a bus stop outside.
Okay. So the camper van is one of the most popular. So 2024 has been a challenging year.
Yeah.
Not going to lie to you. We've had a busy year, but for all them people who said the prices were going to drop, they're right, Kev.
Yeah.
They were right.
Yeah.
We never thought it would drop, did we?
No.
The prices are going to crash. There's going to be a correction. It's all going to change. All you people that have been saying it, guess what? You're right. Prices go up and prices come down. Of course, we knew they were going to drop.
But they've only dropped to the level they were before it went loopy.
Yeah.
So whereas like now, a van that you'd be paying 25 for will now be back down to like 20.
You start a van, yeah, where normally it was 15,000. Then
We're talking older vans, obviously.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you why we're back to normal now, but we're not fully back to normal. Is I always go off auction prices when I go and visit the auction, and in November, the reset happened.
Yeah.
So I was watching vans going through and going, that's how much that should be, that's how much that should be, and they were going through what I said they were going through. So the resets happened. So you can always go from the auction first, because that's the lowest end of the market. So you've got your auction, you've got your deal, you've got your people who sell on eBay and stuff, you've got your dealers, you've got your main dealers, you've got your new stuff and your manufacturers. So what happens down here will then go up through the rest. So November I saw the reset. So your typical starter van of 2004, 2002, where normally you'd be paying 25,000. You, before COVID, they'd probably be about 15, is now set at 20k, so we're back to level. And the reason why it's not 15 but at 20 is through inflation. Obviously wages have gone up, prices have gone up, parts have gone up, everything's gone up. But that was the reset, what I saw watching the vans, Kev, going through.
It was availability of base vehicles for the new ones as well.
Yeah.
Because if there was no new ones, there was no trading ones, because people weren't trading in.
Exactly. So now the market is flooded. They couldn't sell the new vans, so they were giving stronger money for the part exchanges, so therefore more stock was being held at dealers. For us, we were lucky. I saw it. We've adjusted all the prices. Yes, we've had to take a hit on a few because we're buying vans at more money, but we readjusted. We readjusted at what we're paying for vans as well, and it's also reflected because we've had probably one of the best Decembers we've had, Kev, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been quite mal really, hasn't it?
We've done not the weather, you wally.
Right, yeah, good. It's been wet.
End of November, December just went crazy, and it went crazy for a reason, because we were doing the new prices. Now we've got some questions in off viewers.
Yeah.
Emily's been asking people for questions, so I'm going to let you answer this first one, Kev. It says, hi.
Hi.
I'd like to know if AdBlue has affected newer motorhomes. I'll be purchasing my first motorhome soon and will be my first vehicle with AdBlue. Thank you.
Things to watch with your AdBlue, right? Don't buy off a garage forecourt where it's stood there in containers, because the sunlight affects it.
Good shout,
UV light. It has got a sell-by date on it.
Yeah.
Okay, on a garage, buy it out of the pump. They have it in a pump, yeah? That's okay, because that's stored in a tank underground anyway. But anything that's stored outside, and use a good quality AdBlue. I mean,
Always go good quality.
Yeah, if you go to a supermarket and they've got AdBlue, just make sure it's a good quality one. Check the date on it. That's an important part anyway.
And make sure it's not stored outside, you said?
Make sure it's not stored. If it's outside in a crate outside, forget it. Yeah. Make sure it's stored inside.
That's another question.
Go on then.
Okay. Is it safe to use the water from the holding tanks in an older motorhome, and are they normally cleaned out before purchase? Thank you.
No, they're not cleaned out before purchase.
We do.
We clean them out, but you'll find a lot of people won't. You've got to remember that tank's been filled up here, there and everywhere, sometimes abroad, and you can buy a product which we'd recommend. Can I name it?
Of course you can.
Yeah, Puriclean we use. Don't use Milton.
Why is that?
Milton is designed for sterilising babies bottles, so yeah, you think, oh yeah, it's dead safe. It's not suitable for stainless steel. Your water heater in your motorhome is stainless steel, so avoid using Milton. Use a Puriclean or a similar product. Clean your tank out. I personally don't drink water out of the tap. We carry a couple of bottles of water. I'll fill them up out of a tap when we're on site or anywhere else. We use that for making a cup of tea or for drinking. I'll use tank water for cooking. I even clean my teeth with water out of the tap, but no. It's a personal preference, but it's all in plastic, so it's not going to taste very nice, is it?
Okay, good answer. Right, we'll quickly show you this camper van. You've got the bench seats, you've got storage all around, you're getting a microwave, hobs, grill, oven, and then you're also getting your heating and hot water as well, and then you will have a combined shower.
Yeah, a wet room.
Yeah. So the reason why they're so popular, the camper van, is you've got everything you have in a motorhome, Kev.
Yeah.
All right. It's smaller, you can drive it anywhere, and it's also a dual purpose one as well.
This is a 2-berth with 2 belted seats.
Yeah.
There's your cab area. That'll make 2 single beds or a big double. So it is a bed, mate. You're going to make a bed up.
Yeah. Now, by far, we've only just had this van, and we haven't even advertised this yet. We'll probably advertise this in the new year now, because I've had enough, Kev.
Yeah.
I want a break, Hardy. Tired, Kev.
Yeah.
I've worked hard.
Well, that'll be a first.
Oh, hang on, who says 1 day a week?
I'm getting on a bit now, you know.
You are, aren't you, Kev? What are you now, 75?
76.
76, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. That's something to just buy 2 viewers. I keep you young, Kev.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it is. So, one of the most popular vans that don't hang around along is the Heimer.
I've noticed there's a lot of cars this colour now. BMW have got a lot using grey like that.
Yeah. So it's the pop top. It's the Heimer 3. You've got exactly what we've got in the other van. You're getting your sink, your 2-burner hob. You won't be getting a grill and an oven.
So you have got 4 belted seats in this one.
Yeah, you've got the combined shower.
Yeah. Again, you got another wet room, yeah.
And then I'll just lean back.
And you've actually got a fixed bed in this.
Yeah.
And the reason we have got 4 belts
Go on, Kev, why?
is because if you look up there, you can sleep up there.
Right, so going back to pricing now, the newer stuff at the Motorhome show in November, dealers were doing good trade. They were doing better than they were last time. The only difference was they were discounting more. So companies like Adra, they were basically giving stuff away like a driver's pack and things like that, and then other companies such as like Aldi's were actually discounting the prices, but they did have a good NEC, Kev.
The other thing now as well is they brought the new shape front out.
Now,
So that's going to affect prices.
glad you said that. So the new shape, which was from 2015,
Yep.
where the bonnet's still the same, but on the new shape now for March, the front end is completely
The
different.
front grill's different.
Front grill's different.
So they can't hang on to vans and then register them as a 25 because
Well, they could do, but
They
it'll just
could,
be on the old shape.
put a video shape.
So now we've got
So they'll discount it.
new shape, old shape facelift,
Facelift, yeah.
old shape, and ancient.
A lot of the manufacturers are going on to Fords now.
Correct.
Using
yeah,
a Ford
yeah.
based vehicle. Auto Trail are using Fords.
Yeah, a lot of them are using Fords
Yeah.
now, okay. And I like the Fords.
I
do like the
think
Fords.
it's down to base vehicle price. I think probably the base vehicle price is lower on a Ford than it is on a Fiat.
Yeah, yeah.
I might be wrong, but
So now what you've got is you've got a lot of the main deals with a lot of stock. So what you might see is a tweak in prices in January now for the stock that they've got in, because they're holding a lot of stock. Like I say, we've already tweaked on it.
yeah.
But we are now back to normal. So what I mean by back to normal now, the new vehicle, to having a first starter vehicle, you're back down to the 20k mark.
Yeah.
And then as we're working up then, for a decent van, you're probably anywhere between the 30s and 40s. But what we're also finding is your Part X people, where before we're going, oh, hang on, we're going to keep it because of the prices, and now starting to come back out now and starting to Part X the vehicles. Now going on to that, if you're Part Xing your vehicle next year, make sure it's in very good condition, because there's a lot of vans on the market where before there wasn't. So if your van's got a few bits and bobs here and there, you are going to get hammered on price, because there's a lot of choice. We had a vehicle the other day, an A-Class, coming as a Part X. There's 65,000 on the market, but this needed decals weren't right, things weren't right. Why do we need to pay the type of money and then having to spend a load of money to get it right? And also the customer who's spending 60 to 65,000, if your van that you're selling isn't right, there's plenty of more out there. So there's a lot more choice there, Kev. Do you want a question?
Go on then.
Why don't top-end motorhomes have lithium batteries as standard?
I think it's cost. Cost is one thing. Also, you've got to remember that not all the onboard chargers will cope with the lithium. So I think it's probably down to cost.
I think it's cost.
I think it's cost. And,
800 to £1,000 for lithium?
yeah, and they've got to upgrade the charger on some vans anyway. The chargers won't go with it.
Tell you what, Kev, you're on a roll, we give you done one.
Go on.
You have probably been asked this many times, so apologies in advance, Kev. For a first-time buyer, what camper would you recommend?
It's what you require, really. It's what your requirements are. I definitely go for a branded one.
You've got to, haven't you?
I wouldn't
You've
buy
got
it.
to go. Like what we've just shown you. We've just shown you the Auto Trail there.
Yeah, we're now in a Heimer.
We're in a Heimer, like you said.
I won't go for one that's been a self-build.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some damn good self-builds.
We've had some great
We have some
self-builds.
really nice self-builds, but the price is reflected on a self-build. Whether you go for Continental or you go for British. Auto Trail, you can't go wrong with an Auto Trail. You can't go wrong with a Heimer.
Yeah.
Swift have been going for years. I mean, if you're getting a Swift, you're going to get a Swift van conversion. Very good Swift van conversions about.
But everybody's needs are different, aren't they? So
But everybody's needs. Look at layout. It's so important as a layout. I mean, we've just been in that one there, which had the 2 bench seats, which made a big double or 2 singles.
and this one's completely
Now we've gone
different.
for this,
Kev, isn't it?
completely different. We've got a fixed bed.
Yeah.
We've also got a bed above the cab.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, this will sleep 4. The other one was only a 2-berth.
I'm going to be more tempted next year to focus on camper vans.
Yep.
I'll show you the next van I'm going to be buying more of. So the next van is the compact van, the 6-metre van, or 6.3 metres.
I'm surprised it's an Auto Trail.
And we've got an Auto Trail again.
Yeah.
So you've got the Milano over there.
Yeah.
That's another camper. Or you've got the Naus there.
And another Auto Trail.
Yeah, that's a big one, Kevin.
That's a big one.
So
Yeah.
again, I'm going to go, because the market's so big, it's people who've got a camper van want to just move up to a motorhome, and I'll show you the subtle differences, Kev.
And with some as well, it's whether they can get it on the driveway. If
Yeah.
you want to put it on the
You
drive,
can.
restricted for
And
Swift.
again, it's another big market, because people who've had a bigger motorhome want to downscale, or the people getting into motorhoming for the first time don't want a camper van, want a
And
motorhome.
don't want to drive a big one like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and there's also other good stockists available, as well as Auto Trail. But they do it well, Auto Trail. Plenty of storage all the way around. We're a bit wider, Kev, now, aren't we?
We're in an older van as well.
And yeah, 2016, so where before these are probably about 50k you'd be spending your money on now, we're now down to the 40s, 43,000, 45 at the tops.
Yeah.
So again, I'd say it's 5-6 grand change altogether. What's on here, Kev?
And this is a 2-berth.
Well, 2-berth. But the
2-berth with 2 belly
yeah,
seats.
so we're getting a bit wider.
Yeah.
A bit more, spend more time in, Kev. Yeah, we've got these to make up into the bed.
Make up into a transverse double.
Yep, we've got a living area there, and then what I really like, Kev.
Yeah, and washroom, yeah. So yeah, plenty of storage. And a good sized separate shower. Yeah, nice. And it's a dressing room as well.
One of the biggest markets I noticed last month, and going into 2025, Kev, is the VW market. Yeah. I think it's crashed.
Yeah, the bottom's dropped out.
The bottom's gone now, because there's always that VW type of thing, and now there's a lot of them on the market. There's a lot of self-builds on the market, but especially with the VW, is for the type of money that they were charging, you could get yourself something a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying the engine's better or anything like that, but when you're talking a VW campervan 40,000, 50,000, there's a lot more branded camper vans with a lot more things in them.
And a new model as well, yeah, a lot new model.
Great show, Kev, the new model. So there is a correction now with the VW. That's fun, this is Kev, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Done it after,
Oh yeah, I like the controls, are they black?
Yeah.
So I mean, it is
and it's got a fire.
Oh,
I like a fire.
bring back the fire, that's what we say, Kev. Do you want another question?
Go on then.
How about discussing A-Class windscreens and their repair and replacement? We'd like to upgrade to an A-Class, but here's so many horror stories of great difficulties fixing and replacing them, especially if you're abroad.
I've had an A-Class. My insurance covered the windscreen. I think some insurances might charge more of an excess, because I mean some of them screens can be £4 grand.
Yeah.
You know, they can be an expensive screen. So you need to do your homework. If you're going to buy an A-Class, check with your insurance company, explain that you're buying an A-Class. Is the windscreen covered?
Do you know what makes me laugh sometimes, Kev? People have bought the A-Classes and they spent a lot of money, 60, 80, 100, 150,000 on them. And they go for the cheapest quote on insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not as if you can't afford the insurance, people.
All the
you know who you all are, you go for a cheaper insurance.
All the time, on all the sites that I'm on, you got Caravan and Campers UK and all this, that and the other. People are always saying, where's the best insurance? Where's the cheapest insurance? It's a dead simple answer, right? One, it depends where you live, your postcode area.
Yeah.
It depends on your driving record.
Yeah.
And what people forget is people will say, oh, we use, I won't mention the names anyway, but they mention the name of brokers. That's not the insurance company. They're only the ones that are selling it to you.
Loads of kit with this, Kev.
Yeah. The important part with insurance is who the underwriter is. Because they're the ones that are going to fork out the money.
Why is there a printer in here?
There's not a printer in here, Jason. It's armrests.
It's an HP printer.
No, it's not. Have a look inside.
Oh yeah, they're armrests.
They're the armrests off the front seat. Somebody didn't like the armrests on the front seat, so they've taken them off.
Oh, okay.
I like the armrests, quite honest.
Yeah, I like the armrests as well.
But yeah, the underwriter's the important part.
And check for your windscreen.
Yeah. I mean, the insurance company I've got is based in the Midlands, and the actual underwriter is Aviva. So I know it's a good insurance company.
Yes. That's a good shout, though. Has actually checked.
There's a lot of obscure underwriters out there.
As we are currently, here we go. We are currently saving for our first motorhome, looking at spending £20,000. What sort of problems should we look for in an older van? See, £20,000, starter van. We're back to where we are.
Back to where we were. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. Yeah, 20 grand's a reasonable budget. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to get you an 0204.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or might an 05.
Yeah. Things to look for: tyres. Make sure the tyres are in date. Tyres do have a date on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam belt. When the cam belt was done. Cam belts on motorhomes every 5 years. Yeah.
Another good thing you can do if you type in on Google MOT history.
Yeah. Check your MOT history.
You can type the reg in and it'll come up with all the MOTs.
And it'll come up with advisories. Now, if there's an advisory, and then suddenly 2 days later it's passed and it's got a big list of advisories, make sure those are done. You should have some receipts. Well, anybody really that's got a motorhome keeps a record of everything that's done.
Exactly.
If you change a light bulb, you keep a record. Just keep a record of everything you've done on it. So it should have a good record of stuff that, that's been spent, especially if you've got an older van.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah, general condition, check for damp is another thing. I mean.
But the thing is, Kev, on a van that age, more than likely it's going to have had some damp.
Yeah, it's got to have had some damp, yeah.
We're coming across vans a couple of years old that have had damp.
Yeah, yeah.
So at some point, I don't think you're ever going to get a damp-free van, are you?
No, not with a 20 grand budget, no.
No. So
if you go for a camper van, for van conversion, then you're okay.
yeah, you've only got to check for your skylights, haven't you?
Of course you have, yeah.
Or your windows.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what, Kev, I've got one for you. What was your most favourite van that we had in?
That we had in, that we've not got now.
Well, whichever way you want to do it.
Oh, right. Well, we've got one now that I like, but...
Well, what was your favourite one?
We had a Laker. Do you remember the Laker?
It's an A-class or a...
No, it was a coach built.
Yeah.
But it had everything on it. It had self-levelling. It just had absolutely everything. Do you remember it?
No.
Oh. We must have videoed it, but we did a Laker and it was a dream of a van.
Is
nice
there a
big
van
garage.
that we've got in a moment that you like?
Yeah, I like the Wild Axe.
No, that's my van.
No,
I like the Wild Axe.
I like the Wild Axe. I'm sorry, but I like the Wild Axe.
Well, why don't we go and have a look at the Wild Axe?
Yeah.
And we'll do a few more questions and talk a little bit more about prices.
Yeah, I might see another one around the front that I might fancy.
Oh, okay. Why are you waiting for me?
Because this is your van that you like.
Favourite van, Kev?
Favourite van.
Favourite van. Right.
We both like this one actually as well, didn't
We
we?
do both like this one. Wild Axe.
Well, it looks good. I mean, the build quality is good.
It's very good.
Very good. But then,
You ready?
are we ready for this?
Ready.
Oh, look at that. That makes it, doesn't it?
Don't it just?
The curves and the lights. Oh, everywhere
And
you look.
thought, Kev, look.
Yeah.
Tap.
No sink.
Now we have a sink.
Now we have a sink. Yeah.
Simple, isn't it?
Yeah, we both like this van. Don't we?
We do both like this.
U-shaped lounge as well, which makes a double bed.
We are now back to level. The newer stuff, 1 or 2 years old, and now is corrected as well. Basically, because of the general amount of stock there is out there. So everything's correcting itself. Where before stock was low, so you'd be paying strong money. Now you've got a lot of choice. As dealers, we've got a lot of choice. because I haven't got to sell any new vans.
Nope.
We just buy and sell used vehicles. So we've got a lot of choice. Of
We
what can pick.
rehome them, Jason.
We rehome them, as Kevin
We're a
says.
rehoming centre.
Yes. We did breed Volkswagens at one point, didn't we?
Pre-loved vans.
Right. Which are going to be newly loved.
Newly loved.
So everything's corrected itself now, and I can't see now the price is getting any lower. So after seeing November's auction, it was, honestly, you wouldn't believe it, Kev. It was like, that normally is 8 grand, that one's normally 15, that was one, and they were all doing basically what they said. Where before you could put three or five, £6,000 on them, and the newer stuff, the Volkswagen stuff was.
And it wasn't the fact that we were buying them and then putting 5 grand on. We were having to pay more for them.
Exactly.
You know, people thought, oh, you just buy a van, put a price on it and sell it. You know, it's not that simple. We have got staff that have got to work on them, check them all out.
Exactly.
We do have faults on them.
Yes, and we have to pay the VAT on vehicles as well. So just because we buy a vehicle at 10,000 and decide to say 20,000, 10,000 of that, and I'm only making it easy for numbers, 2,000 of that is VAT that you have to pay. Then you've got your corporation tax and everything else, your insurance and all the other costs.
And you got wages.
Everything's gone up, Kev.
Parts,
Everything's gone up, especially like insurance.
I mean, we don't buy them at 10 grand and sell them at 20.
Well, that'd be great if we could do, wouldn't it? It would really be good.
Yeah.
So we'll be making these videos, wouldn't it? We'll be on some beach, Kev. Yeah. You know what I mean? All those videos we'll be doing is...
I am going to Maldives in March.
What have you been selling for 10, do you reckon?
No, it's my last long haul, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. My pension pot, innit?
Oh, Kev. You seem upset about that. Your last one?
Long haul.
Yeah.
Still got grease and that, you know.
How long was the flight?
About 10 hours, I think, something like that. I think not only that, I fly there and then I've got to jump
next to you for 10
I've got to get in a seaplane then and fly for nearly another hour.
How long are you going for?
2 weeks.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy that. Where are you going?
Staying in a water villa.
Mm.
It's a shed in middle at sea.
So basically you've blown all your pension, have you?
Not all of it, no.
Is it self-catering? Is it self-catering? Bed and breakfast?
I'd have a long swim to go and get me breakfast.
They give you fishing rod, Kev.
It's all inclusive. The hotels on the island and then all the villas are in the...
Hey, you'll enjoy that.
Oh, I will, have.
Fair play to you. Right, I've got a question.
Oh, go on.
Here's one for you. Could you have any idea why my Truma starts and the flame goes away after less than a minute? There is still gas in my 13 kilogram bottle. Have you switched your gas on?
Yeah, have you switched your gas on? You could have, if it's not been used for a while on gas, you could have cobwebs in the flue.
Do you know what I think it is? I think the gas valve's shutting.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and the other thing is your gas regulator. Check your cooker and check the other appliances. See if they're still working.
That's a good shout, yeah.
Because we do get gas regulators gumming up. Yeah. Go through the basics first, and they do have an error code on them, but really that's something we have to do because you get a flashing light code, don't you, and it tells you what the...
I think the gas valve's not shutting.
Yeah.
To be honest. It's on this Truma. So, yeah, there'll be an error code on. Yeah, that's right. There'll be an error code, won't there?
Yeah, if you look in your book, it should be an error
so on
code.
the Truma Eater, there's a little red light that flashes like Morse code.
Like a Morse code signal. So, and it indicates if it's 3 long flashes and 2 short, things like that, and it will give you a fault diagnosis.
So let's quickly do this while that's going. Yeah. This is a great little van. We've got a little slidey storage, U-shaped like
nice curves.
Oh yeah.
Dead easy bed. Yeah, that's the easiest bed makeup ever.
Yeah. We even get the fridge matching as well. We've got grill and hops.
Look at this, Jason. Look at that for a shower room.
That's a proper shower room.
Yeah. Well, good sized shower room with a droppy down sink. Yeah.
Oh look, Kev.
All lined, all plastic lined.
Oh look, Kev.
Yeah.
Touches.
Little touch lights. In your own time.
Hang on. Don't see you doing any moving around. I've got to get the keys for your favourite van.
It's your fault. Put it here.
Right, explain to me now why this is your favourite van.
Right. It's an auto sleeper symbol. We've always said the auto sleeper symbol, the layout,
The same. It's been the same since the year dot, basically, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Probably 1988, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is auto sleeper symbol, yeah?
Auto sleeper
So you know
symbol.
what layout's going to be, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
You got like a settee and a single travel seat, yeah? Kitchen in the middle and a bit of a tight kitchen, really, yeah? But, like we always said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Now this is a plus, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah. This is a symbol plus.
Yeah. Why?
Right, why? You'll see why, Jason, because...
Oh, please tell me do.
Right, we've got the seat here, like we had before.
Yeah.
That'll make a single.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got the bench there, that'll make a single.
Yeah.
You can pull it out and make a double.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we always had the kitchen in the middle, didn't we?
We did, Kev.
But what have we got here, Jason? Turn around.
Oh! We've got an end kitchen.
We've got an end kitchen. Yeah? Now
Microwave.
yeah, I like that.
I like that, Kev.
And then behind you, it's behind you. Transparency. Yeah?
Look at that.
We've got the shower room.
Yeah. Well, normally it'd be like there, wouldn't it?
Normally the shower room's right
Yeah.
across here.
Yeah.
Yeah? And your kitchen's here, and it's a
Yeah.
bit of a squeeze, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at the size of that wardrobe, Kev.
And it's a dressing table as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I've arrived.
No, our cameraman wasn't keeping an eye on his battery, so the battery went.
It's this weather. It's the weather. Actually, it's not that cold. Why does that battery run out so quick?
I don't know. Probably have enough like we have.
Cheap batteries.
So, quick recap. Prices have all changed. You will start to see the dealers now readjusting their prices because of the overstock that they have got. The 1-2 year olds will drop down in price as well. Your Volkswagens have all readjusted as well. Your self-builds, there ain't many of them about.
You might see prices keeping pretty good on the van conversions because they're becoming very popular.
They have adjusted slightly,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're going to be popular. The family van, I think, again will readjust because they're out the price range of people who've got families. The French bed now, I don't think is as popular anymore because we've got the single beds and we've got the island beds.
Single beds are very popular.
Yep. You can get a lot of value for money buying a continental van, such as a Benimar, that are less heard of.
Yeah. Roller team.
A roller team, something like that as well. So I can't see now them going any lower now. That's it, we're done. You'll just see an adjustment on the main dealers basically. So the pain's gone through this year of the pricing. We've had to obviously change the prices quick as soon as we spotted it in October, and the way we were buying stuff. So we're going into the new year at the proper prices, and it's proved that because we've had a crack in December. So I hope you all had a good new year. We'll see you in the next year.
Yeah.
We're probably putting our feet up at the moment, Kev, aren't we?
I will be, yeah.
When this video goes out.
Yeah.
I
might be in a pub in Stratford on Avon.
You could be, Kev.
Yeah,
You could be.
Looking out at the river.
Yeah. I'll probably be looking through my encyclopedias and studying the world as we know it.
He won't be in bed.
Yeah, it's been a challenging year. We've had to work hard for our money. We've adjusted now, we're buying at the right prices, and because of that we're doing really well because some people still haven't changed on their prices. The reset's here, it's done with now, we can move forward.
Plus, we haven't got any fancy overheads like big fancy showrooms and things like that, have we?
We have one overhead, Kev. Yeah. That's you. Go on, wish everyone a happy new year and we'll go.
Happy New Year. Hope you have a good one, yeah,
that.
because I intend to have one, and I'm sure Jason does as well. And thanks for subscribing to us and keep it up.